I was kidnapped by the state of Illinois and held for 185 days in the state of Illinois. I was kidnapped. I was making a movie and a documentary. I got everything timed and dated. All right. So I've been doing this since 2006. All right. This breaks it down in the timeline. All right. December 24th, you locked me up. I came to file a class action lawsuit for $2.5 billion and concerning the prison industry in Lake County, Illinois. All right. You held me from December the 24th till June the 3rd. All right. So I just broke you down on everything that happened. The 31st of January in 2007, you detained me for a bomb threat. That was the first time. And you did that to show me your power, to show me that I should stay in my place. All right, I went to the FBI. I gave the FBI a statement. All right. The Chicago FBI office got a statement on me. They got a file and a case number on me. All right. The 10th, I came back filming Letters Design. All right. The 3rd of September, I came back filming. All right. The 22nd, I left for a Christmas party. All right. I was filming at my store, and my store was for sale. I was filming the road trip. And on the 24th of December, you kidnapped me. I was kidnapped by the state's attorney's office of Michael Waller. I was charged with a bomb threat. You said I threatened to blow up the Waukegan New Sun. All right. That videotape that you took from me and the DVD for the FBI is missing. The state attorneys took it out of police lockup. All right. 2/8/2008, Ken LaRue removed evidence from the Waukegan Police Department lockup. All right. I read Dred Scott into court record on February the 21st. All right. I asked for a change of venue. On May the 8th, Senator Obama asked for a full investigation. I was the subject of the investigation. All right. On the 3rd, I entered a guilty plea. All right. And on the 10th, 7 days later, I took back my guilty plea and I filed all the paperwork with the court. All right. I was kidnapped. All right. On February the 7th, 2011, you held me for 186 days. You charged me with the same crime you did in Illinois. Only difference is I took you to court. I took you to trial and I beat you. All right. 2/2. I asked for the witness protection program because I was turning in dirty cops, judges, and lawyers and politicians pertaining to the mass incarceration in the prison industry. I was exposing your Jim Crow justice and your white supremacy. All right. Commissioner Belfield, State's Attorney Bernstein. I was blowing the whistle. All right. Chief Johnson, Jake Davis, Paul Weinblatt, Bank of America, SunTrust Bank, Insurance Incorporated. That was the case number. And I was supposed to have a court date on February the 24th. You locked me up on February the 7th to keep me from having that court date. That's on court record. And the evidence was destroyed by Frank Conway's office. DVDs are missing. Bank statements are missing. Insurance policies are missing. All right. And Chief Johnson got this too. That's why I treat him when I see him. All right. The 28th, I was sent to Spring Grove without a lawyer or a court order. I had no lawyer. WJZ, Adam May, has 25 pages of my diary. All right. Adam May. That's why I'm going to treat the media the same way. All right. I won my case by jury trial. I was found innocent of all charges. Judge Turnbull ordered my property returned. I sent Governor Hogan a whistleblower's application. All right. Y'all talk about Rikers Island. Well, I gave you Baltimore County Detention Center. And I gave it all to you. All right. I'm a prisoner's right advocate. Like I said, I got all my forms. I got all my paperwork. I got everything together. Because like I said, I was making a movie about you. You're going to have to explain to the people how I became a terrorist. You're going to have to explain to the people how was Baltimore's best. Shorty's Pit Beef. You're going to have to explain to the people right here. All right. October 2007. Run for the border. This is Shorty. You see that? Party line. Cater, Shorty's Pit Beef and Barbecue. That's my name. That's my number. You're going to have to explain to the people what made me a terrorist or when I became a terrorist. Because Shorty's Pit Beef was a business. I'm an entity. I'm a property. All right? While I was in jail, I made all this perfectly legal. And I sent it to the United Nations in New York City. I sent it to the New York Times and the Department of Human Rights. You made me Baltimore's best, and I'm best for a reason. All right? Like I said, I was making a documentary about racism. I Am Dred Scott. The movie was about racism in America. So I've been doing dinner and a movie. Dinner and a movie. And I've been using toilets to get my message out. And I'm going to shit on the media. Because y'all shitted on me. This is to prove I was making a movie about racism in the judicial system. That's September 2012. That's notarized. Y'all charged me with a terrorist activity. Y'all lied to the public. You knowingly lied to the public. That's my papers to the White House because I told them about what I was doing. I was making a documentary. I Am Dred Scott. You can get everything from Judge Souter. Because like I said, I'm going to name the judges, the lawyers, and the politicians involved in this. That's Adam May. He signed that. Good to see you. He got 25 pages of the diary. See when he signed it? Because I signed the movie release. Patient signature. Attending physician. Maryland's best. All right? That's Frank Boston from 2007. Frank Boston is the lawyer for the FOP. All right? That's my Storm Falls Road. Y'all kidnapped me. I am sorry for your loss. Please know that I will keep you and your family in my prayers and thoughts. The story is truly moving. All right? Like I said, I was making a movie and a documentary. And it's truly moving. See that? That's Frank Boston, the lawyer for the FOP. That's Bank of America. All right? Customer number, name, all right? Zion Forum. Like I tied Zion and Illinois together. And that's Governor O'Malley when I started this program, when I started making this movie. That's my Storm Falls Road, Get Shorty. It's the Get Shorty program. November of 2006. Mayor Kathleen Pugh got this. Anthony McCarthy got this. That's the state of Maryland, all right? The Assistant Attorney General. That's Paul Ballard, the Assistant Attorney General. It says right here, you might also consider filing a complaint with the United States Department of Justice Civil Rights Division, Pennsylvania Avenue. And I did that. And these are the tapes. Because like I said, we're doing dinner and a movie. We're showing the 13th Amendment. We're going to show Rikers Island. We're going to show The Return. We're going to show movies that pertaining to mass incarceration. Governor O'Malley's cash cow. This is the state's attorney in Baltimore County, which filed false charges on me here. These are the false charges that the state's attorney filed against me. All right? That's the case number. And I took this case to trial and they dropped all the charges. They didn't tell you that. I took this case to trial and they dropped all the charges. Complaint. All right? So this is for all the people that don't know the truth. This is the truth right here. That's the original order. See the date? I was on probation. And you filed these charges against me to violate me, to get me sent back to Illinois. And I took you to court. And I beat you in court. Look at the charges that you charged me with. That's my Storm Falls Road. I never relinquished my ownership of that. Attempted burglary in the 4th degree. Theft. Mass destruction of property. Trespassing of private property. Dude, that's my property. You can't show no No change of property or ownership. And these was the cases that I gave the state. All right. And the state's attorney got this February the 2nd, 2007. You see that? February the 2nd, 2011. They received this. I asked for the witness protection program. That's David Irwin. All right. You know who David Irwin is. The custodial records. The state stole property from me. They kidnapped me and stole property. And this is the property that the state stole. All right. Jerome Joyce was my public defender, and he permitted this to happen. But this is the property that was stolen. Entire contents of the defendant's vehicle, a 1999 Chevy Suburban, Maryland registration. And now the state is charging me taxes on that property that you stole. These are motions to squash the subpoenas. And these are the people, because like I said, I'm making this documentary, and this documentary is going to include all these people. It's court records, so you can't sue me for libel or defamation of character. It's going to name all these people in the movie, and we're going to show it on the wall. All right? It's going to expose your mass incarceration. Patricia Cook, James Hammond, Karen Parks, Paul Weinblatt, Scott Schellenberger, the Comptroller, Governor O'Malley, Adam May, Kai Jackson, Sheriff Fisher, Judge Turnbull, Sergeant Duvall, Malcolm Ruff, Frank Conway, Pollard Towing, Thomas Startle, Special Agent Richard McFeely of the FBI, Barry Sims, Senator Cardens, Shelton Duez from WBAL, William Wells, Frederick Belfield, Commissioner, Mary Pat Clark, Jack Young, Bill Henry, Mark Handy, Carl Stokes, James Broshini, Kathleen Pugh. You see that? Kathleen Pugh, Judge Pearson, and Judge Bell, and Senator Broshini. That's the Judiciary Committee out in Annapolis. Like I said, everybody on this. That's why you ain't gonna mess with me. This matter appears on the docket to be dispute over property. Like I said, I am Dred Scott's. Black have no rights in which white America has respect. Senator Nathan McFaniel, Barbara Mikulski, Eric Holder, Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger, Chief Editor of the Baltimore Sun, Timothy Ryan, NAACP President Benjamin Jealous, Wendell Sutton, Christian Schaefer, Richard Scher, Robert Lang, Charles Gibson, Judge Boris, my son Dwayne Gerald Davis Jr., my public defender Mr. Bailey, Governor Ehrlich, and President Obama. Because like I said, Obama asked for the investigation. That's the Department of Justice on Lord Baltimore. A motion to squash the subpoena, because they don't want to turn over the property. All right, that's my case file number. All right, so when I tell you I got a file number, I got a file number. That's the Department of Justice and the FBI. I'm going to tie all y'all's tail in a knot. I'm going to show you what you've been doing illegally. See Mr. McFadden? He got it too. Department of Corrections. Like I said, I'm exposing your prison industry and mass incarceration. Inmate records. Medical service. And for all those people that question who I am, here I am. Like I said, Rikers Island ain't got nothing on this because I'm going through bail reform. I'm going through bond. I'm going through judge. I'm going through jury. I'm going through indictment. I'm going through grand jury. I'm going through the whole kit and caboodle. I'm showing you what it is to be black and white America. Public Department of Corrections. All right. Prison industry, 2008, 2010. And that's Mr. Humphreys and Mr. McGee. And that's my apartment on Lock Raven Boulevard that you kidnapped me from. That's David Irwin. That's my store in Falls Road. See the date? You have asked my opinion. All right? And that was this case. I'm innocent of those charges. Inmate property inventory report. Release all material to the voters. Governor O'Malley and Governor McGee. Y'all had me locked up because I was cooking y'all up. And I was showing the role that the media plays in it. Can't none of y'all deny nothing. Because like I say, timed and dated, October. My apartment on Lock Raven Boulevard. Mailing address, Chicago. Inmate request forms. Like I said, I'm about prisoners' rights and inmates' rights. That's in Illinois. Eric Holder, the Department of Justice, 2009. Judge Bell, the Legislative Black Caucus, Senator Broshini, Judge Pearson, Frank Conway, Senator Cardens, Eric Holder. Office of Governor Blagojevich, before he got locked up in 2007. That's before I got locked up, all right? I came to you and gave you this information before I got locked up. That's Supreme Court, 2007, all right? That's my Storm Falls Road. Because like I said, I got all my ducks lined up. Making a movie and a documentary about racism in the judicial system. That's the Civil Rights Division, 2008. All right? That's the 9th Judiciary, 2008, when I was locked up. Inmate, case number. That's the Maryland Legislative Black Caucus, because I asked for y'all to defend me. See the name on the chair? Senator Kathleen Pugh, first vice chair. 1402 Lochner. Like I said, we got a history. That's a motion for a public hearing. 2009, February. That's my house on Falls Road. Like I said, y'all kidnapped me to keep this from coming to light. That's Mark Steiner. That's Pollard Towing. And that's Peter Janis. He was at Fox 45, and Peter Janis got this. So make sure you get... Media gonna have to be held accountable. Like I said, I go to jail for the right reason. But right now, I ain't worried about going to jail. Because see all these videotapes? It's about your politics and your elections. It's about Governor O'Malley and mass incarceration, how you locking up our black youth. See the date? That's at the census, bro. That's at the census. And if you look at that picture, Cambinettes was there too. So this is where we at right now. I'm asking for my property. That's August 1st. That's the court of. That's me. I write in response to your letter and information package you delivered to my office. I do not have authority to take action on these papers. That's August. Says Dwayne G. Davis, no known case number. That's the case number right there. All right. And that's the original case number right there from 2008. Officer Littleton. Officer Wagner, you took my case number. All right. This was the letter that Judge Cox is talking about he don't want to talk about. That's Rachel from the Department of Justice. All right. That's the case number. That's that case number. Victims' right under Maryland Constitution and state law. This is submitted to Judge Cox. All right. And it's got videos and everything to submit it, support it. That's me. 100 shares of Shorty. Don't nobody own Shorties. The stock of Shorty's Underground, Rib Shack, and Catered issued to me and only me. All right. To me and only me. Movie was about mass incarceration. The toilet ain't nothing but a prop for the movie. And I'm going to use all this in the movie. See the date? December 13th, 2009. Senator Link, courts of Lake County, the Chicago FBI, the Baltimore FBI, John Weibel of Hearst, Mike Shue, WJZ, Larry Leza, Al Jazeera's Publishing. All right, see that? See the date? Jerome Stevens. That's why I treat Jerome Stevens the way I treat Jerome Stevens, because he got all this information. He had all this property, and he had all this knowledge. Jerome Stevens. Cardin. Larry Lazar, CNN. All right. The Maryland Black Caucus. Annette Murphy, FBI. See that down here? That's Bobby Zirkin. And that's the Chicago FBI, the Baltimore FBI, CNN, Hearst Broadcasting, WBAL. Go to Shorty's Voice and see the DVDs of Lake County. See the first 5 videos. Shows you everything I was doing. Dear Dwayne, thanks for your birthday. My birthday was a $250 against racism. Like I said, this movie against racism. Now, you're going to have to show the state, going to have to show, and the media going to have to show, when did I become a terrorist? Because y'all chose me to be Baltimore's best. I showed you what I was doing in 2007, and I'm still doing the same thing in 2017. I'm still doing the same thing in 2017. I'm still potty training politicians, and I'm using toilets to do it. I'm Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue Restaurant. I'm Shorty Davis, one of Baltimore city paper heroes. You feel me? So like I said, we doing dinner in a movie. We're going to show the 13th Amendment, Return Rikers Island, and we're going to start putting this movie together. We're going to show you the tapes I got of the Ku Klux Klan. We're going to show you about Texas, North Carolina, and I'm going to give you the FBI tapes on me. Access to the court, access to the grand jury, a right to property. I am Dred Scott. So we're going to do it like this. We're doing dinner and a movie on Friday. We're doing dinner and a movie on Friday. And I'm going to take all these emails, and I'm going to start putting them together into another movie. See that? That's Doug and Rachel. And that's Judge Cox. Need a grand jury criminal prosecution. I have a case filed with the Department of Justice and the FBI. I hand-delivered my grand jury request to Senator Miller Bush. All right? So Bush got it. Miller got it. That's Capelhoff for the Department of Justice. Like I said, criminal case number. We're going to put all this out there for everybody to see, and nobody can claim that they don't know what I did or why I did it. All right? Emails don't lie. Camera don't lie. And Miss Cook's testimony is on live video. We're going to show you about the story of two cities. I'm going to show you I was making a movie. And we're going to show you the papers that the state took. Like I said, I'm selling this shit to Netflix. Sending this to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I'm using all my social media that I can. You feel me? Here you go. I'm shooting this live right now as we speak. All right. So I'm controlling the narrative and the story. It's raw, uncut, unedited. I met Kevin at the screening of The Return. I met Paul at Red Emma's. So we're going to make the movie I Am Dred Scott, and we're going to tie all this together. We're going to do it through social media. And that's all I need to do. And we're going to sell it to Netflix and get the money back to the community. I got 10 years worth of videos in here. Time, dated. You feel me? Upper Coast Market. Years of videos in here. 10 years. And we're going to put it all on film. We're going to show the state of Maryland versus Dwayne Davis. I am Dred Scott. I'm going to show you how I beat you in court. Then we're going to have this case retried. Or else you're going to give me what you owe me. Both states took videotapes and property. That's my intellectual property. It's covered under the Constitution. And I can file a class action lawsuit in Illinois and a class action lawsuit in Maryland pertaining to the prison industry. Because I can prove where the public defenders work with the state's attorney, the police department, and the judges to incarcerate blacks, Hispanics, and poor whites. I can show you that blacks have no rights in which white America respects. I'm going to give you Judgment Day, and I'm going to give it to you on film. I'm going to give it to you on film, and ain't nothing you can do about it. I am Dred Scott.